What's good, y'all? Hey, it's your boy Jay on the Segway. If you're new to the channel, I do reviews on all kinds of random things. This random thing today is going to be the Insta360 brand, okay? I do not have some of their cameras, so we're just going to talk from the standpoint of the X3 over here and the One RS 1-inch. So telemetry data, that's the name of the game. How do we get telemetry data with these cameras? Well, first of all, before we get into all of that, if you get an Insta360 and you're going to use it for action sports, for example, let's just say action stuff, that could be motovlogging, that could be electric scooter vlogging, that could be running, bicycling, anything, skiing, anything like that. Skiing, you're going to need to be a little different. It's going to have to be different with skiing. However, with both of these cameras, this is probably going to be the easiest to use, in my opinion. When I say easiest to use, I mean the app, the features in the app, how to navigate your way around the app, the cameras themselves, how to operate them. They're just very easy to work. It's just an easy solution for getting footage for anything you want to get them for. So you're basically going to need the camera, and you're going to need the Insta360 remote. Okay, and this is what the remote looks like. Sort of looks like the GoPro's remote, if you ask me. Range test for the Insta360 remote. It doesn't matter which camera I'm hooked up to, the range is going to be the same. They have all the same internal components as far as Bluetooth connectivity and stuff goes. So right here, this is the setup, okay? Don't pay attention to the GoPros in the back. We're going to use the remote to control the X3. The One RS 1-inch is going to be watching the X3. I got the Rode wireless microphone. I got the other Rode wireless microphone right inside of here. And the transmitter, or the receiver, sorry, is plugged into the side of the X1. So we are going to at least hear the sound coming from the X3 every time I press the button from this remote. Good thing about this remote is it does have a backlight. Even with the green light on, you can still see. Disclaimer, if you are using polarized glasses, you're not going to see, it's going to look dark. You're going to have a hard time seeing the backlight on this remote. But this is the only remote, actually, even though this is just the Insta360 video, this is the only remote between this one, the GoPro remote, and the DJI's remote that has a backlight. Now, the DJI remote is lit. The numbers and everything on the screen is lit. So you're going to always typically see what's going on that remote. This is just the only one with a backlight, okay? This is also, I believe this is the easiest one to use. It's just fun. Something about Insta360 and their software, their cameras, they're very easy to use. The software to edit your videos is very fun to use. It's really easy. If you're not very familiar with 360 video, you can still work your way around it pretty easily. Their remote, no different. It's just easy to use, okay? So let's do this range test. Now, I already measured. Each parking spot is 9 feet. So I'm going to set this whole camera's tripod up at the very end of the parking lot. And I'm going to use the Segway. Oh, the Segway's outside. Shit, hopefully he's still outside. There's a bunch of crackheads out here. We're going to use the Segway, and we're going to do 5 parking spot increments. And we'll see how far this remote actually shoots. Okay, here we are. I'm going to leave you guys sitting right here. All right, X3 is recording. I mean, the One RS 1-inch is recording. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 parking spots. I think 5 is good. Yeah, it kind of maxed out around 5 parking spaces, which is 45 feet. So if you guys are wanting or needing to use this remote any further, and this was line of sight, by the way, this is not going to play out for you. It was 45 feet. That was it. On the very back side here, you have this little bridge. I'm going to call it a bridge. It comes with 2 of these straps, okay? This is the strap that you would use to put it around your wrist, okay? It kind of goes like this. There's like a little metal nipple there, and you just find the hole. It's like putting a belt on. Once you get it looped on right there, like that, like a little watch, then you got this little hole right here. That hole is for you to just poke this thing through. That's how it's gonna look. You get this on, right? It also has one for your handlebars. I have a selfie stick here that's about as thick as most handlebars. Could be on a bicycle or something. It just basically fits the same way it does around your wrist, just around the handlebars. It's got the little nipples, it's poked in through here, and they actually have this thing right here that you loop. You slide this under there and hold on like that. Okay? And of course you put this onto the remote. You're gonna slide this one out. Okay? And you just basically just slide it in there, man. Okay. The part about it, and your handlebar would be inside of here. Okay. I've used this on my motorcycle and it fits. I have foam handle grips and it worked on there. Or you could find you just a bare bar. If you have any bare bar showing, like any handlebar bar showing, you can just loop it around there. It's made of a nice soft silicone material, so it's very grippy. It also has little grippy material things on the inside here, so you don't have to worry about it sliding around or anything like that. It's very secure. Hooking it up to your camera. Okay, to get that telemetry data in your video, you got to connect your remote to your camera. You got to turn them both on. We'll turn the camera on by pressing the power button, just one press. The camera should fire up. It isn't one of the fastest cameras on the market, so you'll be waiting for that fire up process to happen. With the remote, you got the two buttons on the side. Remember I said the one on the top is going to be the one that allow you to scroll through different video modes or recording modes, and the one on the bottom is your turn on, turn off button, and the button that you press to connect to the camera. Now I'm going to hold that button down until that remote turns on. Boom, release the button once it turns on. And so you got this button right here. So to connect to your camera initially, you would have to press that power button once. And then it'll fire up and look for the camera when the camera's on. But these are already connected right now. So you can use it if you just tap the power button. It'll turn the screen on and off. That'll save your battery and keep this thing from getting too hot. To record videos, you want to make sure, because remember, to record videos, you just want to select the video mode by pressing the video button on the top button. Remember I told you it scrolls through the different ones? So it's on video. On the remote, you can see the battery information for the remote itself, which is in the middle. The camera, which is to the side, you can see with the little camera next to it. That's how much battery your camera actually has left in it right now. And then you see GPS in the middle. I mean, the GPS is on the other side in the corner. Obviously it has signal. So once you see that, ooh, that's kind of cool. Once you see that, you're ready to fire off, man. You're ready to get out there and get you a video going with some telemetry data. Okay? In the video here, we have telemetry data. You guys seen that? So that's how you add it to your videos. It's really easy, and the more you do it, the easier it gets. You can turn this camera on and off completely with the remote. So once you had the remote on, the camera's off right now, so we'll turn the remote off and turn this light off so you guys can see a little better. Okay, so I'm gonna turn the remote on. Remember, you release it as soon as it fires up. Once it gets to that screen, you just tap the power button once and it'll say awakening camera, and that is what it's doing, awakening the camera. And we're ready. Now to turn the camera off with this remote, usually you hold the power button down for like 3 seconds and the camera will turn off. There we go. And then you hold that power button down again and the remote will turn off. And that's it. 2 off devices. Okay, now there's 2 ways, technically 3 ways, but we're going to talk about 2 ways on how to get the footage from your camera to your Android device. You can do it wirelessly or you can do it manually. Manually is going to be going on Insta360's website or on Amazon or on like B&H Photo or something like that, And Insta360 has this adapter. All right, you guys see that? This is a USB-C and or the Apple cable. I don't know which one this is. But so if you have an Apple device, you can plug this adapter directly into your device. Here's my cell phone right here. This is a Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra, I believe. I can plug it directly into here without this bulky case blocking me from getting into it. I have the Samsung Galaxy Tab S6 Plus, USB-C on the bottom. This is how I do it. This is my method. And I just plug it right in there on the bottom of the tablet, and it automatically recognizes it. And this message will show up. Hey, Insta360 has like a little adapter plugged into me. Do you want to always use it when it's plugged in? And it's going to open up the app if I press OK. I'm going to press OK. Boom. The Insta360 app opens up automatically, and it's going to show me all my video files on this actual memory card if I have any. I don't know if I have any on here. But before you put this quick reader inside of your device, you want to take the memory card out of the Action 3. So how are we going to do that? It's inside the battery door. This is the battery door. This is an aftermarket battery. That's why it looks a little different from the original battery. These two things right here, you want to pinch them towards the middle. You're going to pinch the top one this way and the bottom one that way. Basically, you're going to pinch them towards this open area right here, and it's going to peek out and then swoop, slide that on out of there. And inside there, you see the memory card? It's spring loaded, so you're going to push it. It'll pop out enough for you to should be able to grab it with your finger. And then you got this little flap here on the actual adapter. You want to open this flap up. This is all self-explanatory, okay? You see that little slot right there on top of the Apple connector? You're gonna properly, it won't let you put it in wrong. If it looks like it's not going in, don't force it. Turn it around and try it the other way. And so you're gonna push it in there. All right, looks flush. Sits nice and flush. Close the top. Connect it to your device. The message will show up. You click OK, or click whatever you want to click, and then all your videos, you see how, oh my gosh, you see how quick everything showed up? That was like very quickly. So we're going to go on ahead and take our active video with the telemetry data in it. All right, so once you guys have your Insta360 app downloaded and you got you an account started, you basically, when you plug the adapter in, it's going to automatically bring you to the screen with all your videos that's in the quick reader. As you can see on the very top on the left side, it says quick reader. That's letting you know that whatever you're looking at is what's in the quick reader, which is that mini SD card. Now, I'm going to select a video here because I want to show you guys how I edit my videos before I upload them and download them and stuff. I'm going to pick one that has telemetry data that I know I did with the remote. I'm going to do this one right here. It's going to start playing the video that I selected. So to stop it, you can just either press your finger on the slider on the bottom to interrupt it, or you just press the middle of the screen. Okay, that starts and stops play. Now I want to just get into telemetry data, but real quick, because this is important and it's something you can easily forget, guys. The aspect ratio. Figure out which aspect ratio you want to use when you're doing your video. If you want to know what it kind of looks like or what the shape looks like, right now it's at 9:16. If you press 9:16, it'll give you all the other four options. You can do you can do 20, 35, and it'll look like this. I've never did anything like that. You can do 1:1. Sometimes I do 1:1. 16:9 is pretty standard. That's like the standard. 19:16 is what you do for Instagram and Snapchat, I believe, or is it TikTok or something like that? I think 9:16 is like a default. You can do any of them, but your video may not look complete. So you go on ahead, and I'm gonna do 16:9, right? And telemetry data. You guys can play around with this app if you want. I'm not doing a tutorial right now on this app. You're just looking for stats. You see how I was sliding these little options on the bottom, sliding left, sliding right. You're looking for stats. You press it, and now you have all the telemetry data that you could add to your video. I'm going to press them all because they all will automatically go on the screen wherever Insta360 set them to go as default. You cannot put these where you want, guys. Sorry, but right now DJI is the only one that allow you to adjust. You can slide your telemetry data wherever you want to. Now, something to not forget, you see on the where it says total distance on the bottom right, if you look a little bit to the 1 o'clock position of total distance, it says miles per hour or kilometers per hour. Make sure you set that, guys. I'm going to set mine to miles per hour. Now, once I press the check mark on the very bottom right, it's going to show all the telemetry data on your video. And right now it's not showing, but as soon as you start sliding, there we go, guys. And so now you can see on the very top right, you got grid coordinates. You got the route a little bit to the bottom left of it. You got how long. This is going to show you how many miles or kilometers, if you haven't set the kilometers per hour, that you rode during this clip. Top left has got your direction, and then you got on the bottom left, you got the speed, you got the elevation, slope, and you have your elevation. So that's all the telemetry data that Insta360 will show. Okay, I can get into the how to edit, but it's gonna make this video too long, guys. I don't want to show you all of that, but this little plus mark, you can do all kinds of things with this. This is a very fun app. I would say, in my personal opinion, this is the easiest app to edit. It's just the easiest one to do your own little edits with. But if you want to save the video, there's two ways to do this. On the very top, you got export, right? Before we get into export, you see in the middle on the top, it says edit, then it says snap, then it says auto. Let's press snap and see what it does. And you see, I'm moving my tablet around right now. How the screen is moving is how I'm moving my tablet. So you can edit your video this way. You can start the video, move it this way, press the big button in the middle, okay? And right now, if I want you guys to watch my video like this, I'm standing up in my truck doing all of this right now, moving the video, and I can pinch away to make it look further, and I can pinch closer to make everything close. This will make editing your videos hella fast. I'm gonna stop it right there. So that's what Snap does. Auto, the app will auto, I think it'll automatically do it for you. AI Analyst, Auto View, here we go. Okay, so it finally did it, right? It says, please wait and keep the app open. If you look on the very bottom left, the very far left, that box has got like a little line that's starting to like wrap itself around the actual square. You want to wait for that, okay? Now this is the AI. The AI did this. And it's going to keep generating different clips. And if you want to use that clip in your video, then you can do so. AI did that, and this is what you're watching right now. And this is just what it's doing. So if this is how you want your video to look, then you can just keep it like this. You can stop the video, and then you hit export on the top right. You see it? It's highlighted, and then boom. You can save it to your phone album, create story. I mean, there's all kinds of things you can do with this. Like, you see, you can actually do a full edit in here, and then you got music. You can add music. They probably have their own default music that you can use. They do, as you can see. There's music that you can use. It's all like what they call that stuff. You ain't got to worry about getting demonetized for it. You can add text to it. There's all kinds of things. Add stickers, like, these are all little stickers that they allow you to use. You can put loading. See that. You can put it where you want. You can resize it. You can turn to the side. You can probably write something in there or not. What is this? Oh, you're duplicating it. You can delete it. All the duplicates. I mean, there's all kinds of things that you can do with this. It's very easy to use. I say this is the easiest of all the apps, but very powerful app. And then when you're done, you press export, and then right here it's got auto on the bottom right. You see it says auto, and then it says custom. I'm gonna press more. I'm curious. Remove grain. You see? Look.
That's fire.
This app is fly, you guys. If you press auto, you see to the left of the word auto, it says 1920 by 1080, 30 frames a second. That's the format it's going to save it at, 1080p, okay? But like, I think that's more like 1440 if I'm not mistaken, but good quality, and it'll automatically save it. If you press more, you see where it says more in the middle on the bottom, just above export, it says color plus. If I press color plus, it's going to add more color to the video. And remove grain, and it tells you turning on color plus or will double the export time, because it's going to be a lot more processing. If you're shooting in low light, you want to press remove grain, because it'll take the grain out of your low light scenario, because the camera, if you have it in automatic settings, will automatically kind of blow out the picture so that you can be seen better at night. But you can press remove grain, and it should remove the grain. I don't know if it'll darken the video up a little bit, but yeah, and see, this is nice, guys. This is really cool. But we'll go back to export. If you want to mess with any of that stuff, do it. If not, you can press custom, and then you can set your own resolution. 1440, 30 frames a second. It won't let you go higher than 30. The bit rate, you always want to max that out if you can. Always max that out. Whatever's the highest you can go on the bit rate, you want to do it because it gives you the most quality. Color plus, you can add color plus or you not, or remove grain. And then once you press export, it'll automatically start exporting it. Once this video is done exporting, okay, when your video is finished recording, this is what you'll see. What I do is I press cancel, right? Then I press the back button. Whatever's back on your device, you press it once. I'll press it again, and that's it. If you want to delete that file because you are done with it, you have to find it, hold your hand down on it, and then hit delete. Okay? And then you're done. Then the video, I'm going to go to my gallery, is in my gallery. Exactly how the AI edited it, because that's the way I saved it. Okay? If you guys want telemetry data in your videos, apparently from what I'm seeing right now, you're going to need to do it in the edit mode. You have to go to edit mode and add using that stats button right there, and then select the stuff that you want to be on the screen. That's the only way it's going to. If you guys have any questions, put it in the comments below. You have any video requests with any of these two cameras? Remember, we got the X3 and the One RS 1-inch, which I really love this camera. The video output is beautiful. Put it in the comments below. I'm going to put links in the description. If there's any information that I missed in this video that I think of when I'm doing the introduction, when I'm writing out the description, I'll put it in the description along with the links to everything. Okay? If I missed any links, let me know in the comments below so I can put it in there. That's it, y'all. Jay on the Segway, man. Happy recording. Get out there, make somebody happy, make somebody smile, share your memories. Okay? Peace.